Good afternoon, dear Dr. Grimm. So you're welcome, and I have some couple of questions about our topic. So, how does Kazakhstan pension system rank in the Allianz pension index? We call it API. And what factors contributed into the ranking?
Yeah, the Allianz, the pension system in Kazakhstan ranks midfield in our last edition. We took into account in total 40 parameters. We assessed, on the one hand, for example, indebtedness, demographic change, but also long-term sustainability and adequacy of the pension system. Positive was for the pension system your reforms, which was taken 20 years ago, that you introduced already a capital-funded pillar. But we see also further reform demand with respect to retirement age. Since in international comparison is still relatively low, so we would suggest an increase of retirement age or an adaptation of the adjustment of the retirement age in line with life expectancy. And furthermore, we see also further reform need in respect to financial literacy and in the access of financial services. If we compare the financial wealth of private households, we observe that the net financial assets in percent of GDP of the Kazakhstan households are still relatively low in international comparison. And last but not least, we think that there need also be adjustment of the labor market due to the aging workforce population, since the employment ratio is still comparatively low, and the UN assumes or forecasts that the number of people in higher ages, in age 60 to 64, will increase by 1 million in the next 20 years.
Thank you very much for your useful answer. So the next question, what specific measures or reforms could Kazakhstan undertake to improve the position according to the API assessment?
We suggest that Kazakhstan could, for example, increase the retirement age, or could even adjust or adapt the retirement age is in line with the development of life expectancy. That would cushion the further increase in life expectancy in higher ages. And furthermore, we see further reform need with respect to access to financial services and financial literacy as well.
Are there any good practice examples on how governments support older workers through subsidies and training programs and campaigns against ageism?
Well, there's no one size fits all, but I can give you some examples that we see in Europe. For example, governments subsidize older workers when they have to relocate. They subsidize, for example, especially small and medium-sized companies when they want to offer training opportunities for their older workers, or they want to redesign the workplace to make it more ergonomically friendly. They can also subsidize companies which employ older workers which were unemployed for longer, for example. Then one most important measure, we think, is the design of the pension system. Introducing flexible retirement ages, introducing age corridors, or even abolishing the chronological mandatory retirement age could help to retain older workers in the labor market for longer, because we know that older workers often wish to have more flexibility when it comes to working time, when it comes to the place of work. And last but not least, we see that many governments undertake so-called educational campaigns to change the picture of elderlies in the public, or even to raise awareness of ageism or of unconscious age biases.